Student, in the previous videos, you have seen how to solve one-dimensional heat flow and how to solve one-dimensional wave equation by the method or by using the method of separation of variables. Today in this video lecture, I am going to tell you how to solve a given problem by the method of separation of variable which belongs to the one dimensional heat flow. So now I am going to write a question. Question is here. Solve the solve the following boundary value boundary value problem which arises in the heat conduction equation in the heat conduction equation in the heat conduction equation. हीट कंडक्शन इक्वेशन नहीं होगा, यहाँ इन ए रॉड लिख लीजिए, इन ए रॉड. ओके, द हीट equation of one dimensional heat equation be c square del 2 u upon del x square with the boundary condition u 0 t is equal to u lt equal to 0 and initial condition be u x 0 sin pi x by l. So this is a problem. Let us see. The student, I am going to tell you how to solve such type of problem. From here, in previous lecture, we have told that the solution of this by using the boundary condition has been discussed. Today I am going to discuss about this scenario, and after that, after applying the boundary condition, then we will apply the initial condition also. So let us see. Here it is given that there is a heat equation which arises in the conduction of rod, heat conduction equation which arises in the conduction of the heat in a rod. So this is the equation. So solution be like this. Solution is here. Here given that one dimensional heat flow, that is del u by del t equal to c square del 2 u upon del x square. This is the first equation. As you know very well, here in the previous there are so many questions we have solved. Here u is a dependent variable and x and t is independent. U is here in dependent variable and x and t is a independent. So now let the solution be u equal to x comma x into t comma t. Okay students. So now from here this is equation number 2. So with the help of this we can find del u by del t is equal to x del t by del t is equal to x dt by dt. Similarly, del 2u by del x square is equal to del 2u upon del x square is equal to here first find del u by del x. Del u by del x is equal to t del x by del x. So this implies that t dx by dx. Similarly, by this way we can find del u by del 2u upon del x2 is equal to t d2x upon dx2. This is equation number 3. So from here putting these value from this and this from here to here, from equation 3, equation 2, equation 2 becomes here del u by del t is equal to x dt by dt. Okay students, which is equal to c square del 2u upon del x square means t d2x by dx square. Okay, so now from here this can be written as 1 upon c square t dt by dt is equal to 1 upon x d2x by dx square. So now from here here LHS is a function of t and RHS is a function of f. It is possible only whenever both equal to the same constant. That is minus p square. Say. So now it can be 1 upon c square t dt by dt is equal to 1 upon x d2x by dx square is equal to minus p square. Okay, students? So now from here we can one upon c square t dt upon dt is equal to 1 upon x d2x. So here 1 upon, since this equal to as a constant, this is a constant. So now from here this equal to this can be written equal to this, and this can be written equal to this. So now my 1 upon c square t dt by dt is equal to minus p square, we can write, and 1 upon x d2x upon dx square is equal to minus p square. We can write here. Now from here, so now uh, we can solve it by this way. This is dt by dt minus this becomes plus p square c square t equal to 0. Just see, this is a linear differential equation. This is a linear differential equation. Okay, so it can be solved by finding their particular integral, complementary integrating factor. So now integrating factor be e to the power p square c square t, or you can solve easily, you can solve d minus p square. It means by taking their auxiliary equation we can solve, and it can be solved by this way also. So by doing, it can be solved by doing this, d plus p square c square t equal to 0. So d equal to m equal to प्लस माइनस आई पी स्क्वायर सी स्क्वायर. यहाँ से हम लिख सकते हैं प्लस माइनस आई पी स्क्वायर सी स्क्वायर. शो फ्रॉम हियर this is a here this is a linear differential equation. Just we have written here, this is linear differential equation. So it can be solved by finding their integrating factor e to the power p square c square dt. So this implies e to the power p square c square t. This is the integrating factor. Now from here the solution be this type, t equal to t into integrating factor is equal to, as you know, by comparing this with dy by dx plus py is equal to q. By comparing this, we will find the value of p be p square c square and the value of q be 0. So q into integrating factor, q into integrating factor means 0 into integrating factor dx plus dt plus c. So this implies that t into integrating factor e to the power p square c square t is equal to c1. So this implies that t equal to c1 e to the power minus p square c square t. This is the value of t. So by the same process, Just see here, for this, here, this can be written as 1 upon x d2x by dx square minus p square. So this implies that d2 plus p square x is equal to 0. So x equal to c2 cos px plus c3 sin px. We can write this. Okay, students? So this is the value of x, this is the value of t. Just see here, student, this is t, this is x. So putting these two values in equation 2, putting these value of x and t in equation 2, we have u equal to xt, means c1 e to the power minus p square c square t into c2 sin cos px plus c3 sin px. Okay, so this is the solution. This is the solution of the given differential equation, one dimensional heat equation. This is equation number 4th. So in this equation, I am going to apply the boundary, the given boundary condition as well as the given initial condition. So now applying boundary condition. Now applying boundary condition, u equal to C1, boundary condition is here, given here, u0t equal to u lt equal to 0. So this is the boundary condition. So whenever u0t, it means that whenever x is equal to 0, t equal to 0, u equal to 0. So now if x is equal to 0, u equal to 0. So equation, by putting this equation, 4th becomes u0 equal to c1 x equal to 0. So after putting x, c1 e to the power minus p square c square t, c1 cos 0, sorry, c2 cos 0 plus c3 sin 0. So then after it becomes here 0 equal to c1 e to the power minus p square c square t, and this is c2 into c2, because of this becomes 1, cos 0 is 1, sin 0 be 0. So this implies that here, from here you can say that c1 cannot be 0. There are product of these three, c1 cannot be 0, c2 cannot be 0, this can be not be 0 because of temperature. In dimensional heat, one dimensional heat flow temperature cannot be the 0. So now from here c2 becomes 0. This implies that c2 becomes 0. So now equation 4 becomes by this way, u equal to c1 e to the power minus p square c square t into c3 sine px. C3 sine px because of C2 can be 0. So now from here, after applying again by applying ULT equal to 0, it means that whenever x becomes L, the distance x becomes L, so now again the temperature becomes 0. So in this case, uh, x equal to L, so this becomes x equal to U equal to 0, so this becomes 0. LHS equation 5 becomes equation 5 becomes from here, this is 0 C1 e to the power minus p square c square t into C3 sine PL. Okay student, so from here these three product of C3 these be 0, so C1 cannot be 0, C3 C1 if C1 and C3 and this becomes 0, so now whole solution becomes 0, equation 5 becomes 0. So now from here sin PL can be taken as a 0, we can take from here sin PL equal to 0, this is sin n pi, so now P equal to n pi by. So by putting this P equal to n pi by L, we will find the value is equation 5 becomes U equal to C1 C3 e to the power minus n square pi square c square t by L into sin n pi x by. This is equation number 6. This is equation number 6. So now again I am going to use the initial condition. I am going to apply the initial condition. Now applying initial condition, equation 6 becomes, initial condition is here ux 0 is equal to sin pi x by L. So equation 6 becomes from here this becomes sin pi x by L from here, and this is equal to C1 C3. After putting t equal to 0, this becomes 1. So now sin n pi x by L. So this implies that C1 C3 equal to 1 by comparing n equal to 1. So equation 6 becomes, so equation 6 becomes U equal to C1 C2, C1 C3 becomes 1, and n becomes 1, so e to the power pi square minus pi square c square t by l into sine pi x by. This is the 7. Equation 7 is the here. Equation 7 is the required solution. Okay, students, required solution of the given equation. सो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के लेक्चर में आपने ये सीखा कि हम प्रॉब्लम किस प्रकार करेंगे, वन डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन पे बेस्ड प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे और उस पर हम बाउंड्री कंडीशन कैसे अप्लाई करेंगे, इनिशियल कंडीशन कैसे अप्लाई करेंगे और हम क्वेश्चन कैसे पहचानेंगे। मैंने इससे पहले ही बता रखा है कि जब भी वन डायमेंशनल हीट फ्लो का क्वेश्चन होगा तो एक रॉड का एजम्पशन हो, एज्यूम किया जाएगा कि एक एल लेंथ का रॉड है जिसमें हीट का फ्लो वन एंड से दूसरे एंड पे किया जा रहा है, तो उसके कुछ बाउंड्री कंडीशन इसमें क्या चेंज होगा, लेंथ चेंज होगा। इसमें क्या चेंज होगा, टेम्परेचर चेंज होगा, इनिशियल टेम्परेचर। सो डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस के लिए लेंथ और टेम्परेचर को हम ऐसे ही, जहाँ यल मान रखा है हमने और इनिशियल वैल्यू साइन पाई एक्स बाई एल मान रखा है, ये वैल्यू प्रत्येक प्रॉब्लम के लिए अलग अलग हो सकती है, जिसको हम कंसीडर करते हुए क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करेंगे। आज बस इतना ही। कल के नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम आपको बताएंगे कि टू डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं और बेस्ट प्रॉब्लम कैसे करते हैं। ओके, थैंक यू।